Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk a little bit about plantar fasciitis. I know if we're out pounding the pavement a little bit more than usual these days, trying to get in our afternoon walks or our sun time, that our plantar fasciitis can kind of start acting up. So all of these exercises are really good to have plantar fasciitis. This is also really good if you have flat feet or a collapsed sole. I actually have seen a few of our clients that when they squat, their knees will cave in, and that has to do with a lot of the external rotators of the hip, some knee mechanics. But a few in specific that I can think of actually comes from the fact that their soles collapse underneath them. And what I mean by that is that it goes in. So like the sole has a nice arch to it. Some people don't have that. And there's muscles underneath the feet where if you strengthen them, you'll have a stronger arch, you'll have a more pronounced arch. And if you have weaker muscles down there, your arch will get flatter, and then as it collapses, your knees will just naturally come together, and it's really hard to externally rotate no matter what you're doing, because then you're just torquing the knee away from that collapsed sole ankle. So what I've got around me today is a massage ball. If you don't have that, that's fine. I'm also going to show you how to do stuff with your hands. A scarf or a towel. I do recommend, if you don't have a booty band, you're going to want more of a scarf. If you do have a booty band, then a towel will also be fine. A scarf that you can tie up, and you'll see as we go through things what you'll be using this for. So we're gonna start by massaging our foot. So you guys know I love these massage balls underneath that foot. This is just a lacrosse. Anything will do, but doing this, every morning, every night, especially if you're dealing from plantar fasciitis, to get that blood flowing down there, get those cells regenerating. So this could be you. You can be rolling your feet out, and I'm sitting because you don't have to worry about your balance here. And you can put as much weight into this as possible. This class is also really good for people who have noticed that their balance isn't very good, because your balance comes from your feet. So if you have strong feet, like a dancer, you'll know that those muscles will actually hold you to the earth a little bit better. And so if you've noticed your balance is kind of weighing, then this will be great for you too. But just getting down here and massaging your own foot, if you're not a foot person, and touching your own foot for some people can also, but just giving it a good rub. Full sole, you want to make sure you get to that heel, both sides, on the inside and the outside. And then I like to give my toes almost like a little scissoring back and forth. Really get them spread out, nice and stretchy. And then take your fingers and stick one finger in between each toe here. So your toes are all spread out, like you're going to get a pedicure. And then you're just going to cross your leg over and roll your ankle here. So I like to hold my shin in place and almost pull my foot away from my ankle joint so that I'm creating space, pulling away, and then take it in the other direction. Big full circles. And relax. We're gonna head to the other side. Starting with a little bit of massage. Really whatever feels good here. I like to press and pull, press and pull. right on the inside of my foot, always nice and sensitive there. Pinching. And I'm going to go up to those toes. I'm going to do some pulling, some scissoring. And then you're going to take your fingers, one in between each toe. Nice spread out toes here. Pull it away from the ankle joint and take some circles. So if you've ever dealt with or are currently dealing with plantar fasciitis, you know how painful it is. I had it for a few years when I was younger, and actually had to get those Velcro boots that you had to put on at night, and they would Velcro my toes up towards my shins. I would wake up in the morning, go ahead and circle your foot in the other direction with those boots thrown all the way across the other side of the room. I would have no recollection of taking them off. They were so painful. Okay, guys. So we're going to move on to what is known as the big toe push-ups. And so if you've got your booty band, you can go ahead and use that. If you don't, you just take your scarf or your towel, and we're all going to be wrapping either the booty band or your scarf or towel around your big toe. And here, what you want to do is flex your foot and put as much weight into that big toe as you can. Pull your band back, and then you're going to curl your toes. This one needs to be a little bit thicker here, just like that. And you're going to curl your big toe in. So there's this muscle that runs all the way down the bottom of our foot that does this movement for us. Strengthens the sole of the foot. I'm going to do 10 each side. So if you had a booty band, you just look like this. And then you're going to take it to the other side. Once you've got 10 on one side, you do 10 on the other. Loop that big toe, flex that foot away, and curl her in. Whoop. Maybe silk wasn't the best option. Getting a lot of toe cracks. Oops, 2 more. And then we're going to take your towel, your cloth, whatever you've got, and you're just going to put it down on the floor. And we're going to pull the cloth in with our toes. So nice wide toes, you want to spread them out, grab and pull, spread, grab, 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 pull. And then we're going to push it away. Push it away. Push it away. It's not moving on this carpet. Pushing away. But no matter what, it's just like the same muscles that are in your hand are really in your foot. And so if your foot isn't moving, a lot of times as I tell people to scrunch and then push away, scrunch and then push away, their foot doesn't do what their brain is trying to tell their foot to do. So if you do it with your hand, it'll help your foot kind of pick up the movement. It's that mind, body, brain connection here. And then we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull. So really you'd want to do this about 3 times and then push it away. Push it away. Not going anywhere, push it away. Push away. Let's do 10 more. Really, you can do this without a cloth, just making the movement with your foot. Push away. Push away. Push away. And push away. We're going to be coming into some calf raises next. And this is what I like to use the ball for. If you don't have a ball, you can use anything this size, even a pillow, if you just want to put it in between your ankles and really think about pressing in to the heel and ankle point. So if you've got the ball, you're going to be placing it right in between your heels. So underneath the ankles, and then you're going to be going up, making sure that you're pressing against the ball, and then back down. So take a look down at your toes, making sure they're nice, wide, and spread. They're not clamped together. And then also make sure you're in parallel. And that's even if you're not naturally a person who stands in parallel. You know, a lot of people are like, but this is mine. Really, this is my natural hips right here. And so you always have to work on getting yourself into alignment. So even if you're not naturally a parallel person, I want you to come into parallel for this. So you go up and down, making sure that you're keeping a nice tight squeeze on that ball. 4 more, nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come in and find our balance up at the top. I want you to do little squeeze of the ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Another calf raise exercise. This time with either, I've got, let's see, is this 4 magazines? 4 magazines. Or if you've got a little bit of a thin book, you can use that as well. And we're going to be putting it down on the ground. And I like to angle my foot so that all my toes are elevated up. So this is a plantar biased calf raise. So you want your toes up, but you want the pads of your toes still down on the ground. And then we're going to be going up and down. I'm going to be doing one side at a time. Up and down. So this is increasing the arch, or the stretch, excuse me, on the bottom of our foot. Up by lifting those toes up a little bit away. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to do 10 on the other side. Put out a little bit. Making sure all the toes are on, but the pads are off, and you're up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whee! You can take a little stretch, anything you need. We're now going to be either using the band, or if you've got a scarf instead, just make a circle, tie it around, double knot, or a bow. It'll work the same, okay? You're gonna be putting one side underneath the bottom of your foot, and then the other side up and around your ankle, and then come to standing again. So hopefully at this angle, you can't see my face, You can see my feet. What you want to do is allow the band or your scarf to allow this sole to collapse. And then I want you to press into the band and lift your sole again. You really want to kind of like almost grip the ground with your toes and lift the sole up away from the ground. And you're getting used to, you're having the body really get used to. I'm going to switch to my booty band. What it feels like to have a collapsed arch and what it feels like to have a lifted arch. So that's what we're trying to train. So keep all toes on the ground as you lift the arch and then allow the arch to collapse. Lift the arch, allow the arch to collapse. Lift, lift, and lift. And then we're going to be going to the other side. So you'll bring it down on your foot of one side, up on the ankle of the other, and do the same thing. Let it drop, and lift. Drop, and lift. Drop. There's a lot of us who might not have as much mobility in our ankles. So just allow the body to get used to this movement, not judging where you're at. And for me, one side always feels way different than the other. And then we're going to be placing it on both feet around the soles of our feet. Stepping it about hip distance apart and allowing both to collapse and then lift both up. Collapse and lift. Collapse and lift. Collapse. Now we're going to be practicing squats while making sure that we keep the tension in the outside of the band. So you can go down into a squat and then back up again. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Good. Take that band off. We're going to be doing 3-point touches. So with the 3-point touches, you're going to be finding your balance. You're going to touch one leg forward, out to the side, and then back. What we're trying to do here and see if it's going to be collapsing every single time I reach, my knee starts to cave in, and I allow that collapsing to happen, making sure that you pull it out. So we're going to be doing 3 rounds. So bend and tap forward, find your balance, to the side, and to the back. Front, side, and back. Last time. Front, side, check in with that sole, and back. Let's do 3 on the other side. Keeping the sole of your foot lifted here. Finding your balance, you tap front, you tap side, you tap back. Again, front, side, back. Last time, front, side, and back. So those are the exercises that I wanted to show you for your plantar fasciitis. Hopefully that we can keep it feeling good and feeling healthy so that we can keep going for our walks. I'm gonna write all of these exercises above because normally I would have you do 3 rounds of each of these. So you would go back to the top and you would do your big toe push-ups, you would do your cloth pull and push away. And you can always choose to just do a few of them in a day or to do the whole top to bottom thing. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.